Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Thursday Delo Week workout. Let us begin with 3 rounds through, 10 calories, your choice, road bike or ski, and then a band for some Romanian deadlifts. Very simple hip stretch exercise. Hips up high, hands in front of the legs, back nice and tight. Squeezing the legs as we extend upward and stretching the hamstrings down at the bottom position. And then the hollow hold for 30 seconds is our other exercise here. So just think we're laying on our back, relaxing, and then I want to use the muscles in my abs to peel myself away from the ground, trying to create as small a contact patch with the ground as possible, right? So I don't have to be in a totally extended position to make this really, really tough. I can be right here, and this can be very, very hard as I try to shove my vertebrae into the ground to bring my hips off the ground, okay? So that is our hollow hold. When we finish with that, we're gonna do some deadlift warm-up sets and then get into our 5 sets of 4 reps. We are gonna be working our way down over the next couple of weeks towards our max out. So the reps will be very low and the percentage should be very high. The rest should also be longer in between sets, especially on the 3rd, 4th, 5th sets, right? And today, deadlift. This is just our basic, pick something heavy up off the ground with good posture and then set it back down, all right? So 5 sets of 4 reps, percentages are listed in SugarWOD. When you finish with the deadlifts, depending on how much weight you're lifting, you may not have time for all of the rounds of the accessory set, but it is written as accessories only, right? So it's not supposed to be super high intensity. It's supposed to be kind of a finisher. You should expend the majority of your effort on those deadlifts today, all right? So if you can, it's 3 rounds with a quality focus, starting with strict or weighted pull-ups. So if you can do 5 unassisted pull-ups with no kipping, I want you to try and do it with, a 5-pound weight hanging from a belt or a kettlebell in your feet, something like that. But do some relatively challenging pull-ups for 5 reps. If they're band assisted, that's fine too. But whatever a challenging set of 5 is. And one of the things that's important here is if you know what your band setup is when we do pull-ups in a conditioning workout, I want you to have a range of difficulty levels that you would use the same way that you do for squats. Like you do a different weight if I say it's a set of 8 squats versus a set of 3 squats. I want you to have the same concept for pull-ups. Like I want you to have a different band height for 5 pull-ups than you would for 20 pull-ups. Okay, so just make sure it's a reasonable difficulty level for that rep range, okay? The next one is our side lying hip circuit, and this is gonna be 5 sets of 8 reps, all on the ground and on each side. And I'm gonna go through them right now. We'll go through them again in class. You don't have to memorize these, but it's just 5 different exercises. What I want you to feel though is this glute medius, the piriformis, and the glute max. All of those should be involved, right? So you should get a very good burning sensation on the booty. Okay, the basic position is my body is straight, so I don't want to be tucked in the here. I don't want to have any angle between my femur and my torso, so I'm straight up and down like I'm standing tall, and then my top leg is pointed down, or my top foot is pointed down, and it is slightly behind the the bottom leg, right? So that is my home position. I'm going to start with regular leg raises, right? Keeping that toe pointed down even at the top. Then I'm going to do circles forward. Then I'm going to do circles reverse. Then I'm gonna do leg swings, and the last one is bicycle pedal, right? And each of those I'm gonna get 8 reps with, and you're gonna hate it by the time you get to the end of it, and then roll over and do the whole thing on the opposite side, okay? All right, that's our side lying hip circuit. The next one is a monster walk with our mini band, okay? So I've got the mini band around the base of my kneecaps. It works better when it is flat against your skin and not rolled up in a band, or like in a ball, right? So feet wide and feet parallel, and we're just going 80 feet down and back. You can alternate forward, side to side, and reverse. And when you do these, try to keep your hips square, right? So my hips should remain facing the same direction even while my legs move within them, right? So, and you'll see a difference. It's not, I'm not doing this and rotating, I'm doing this and moving my femur inside of my pelvis, okay? All right, next one is a little bit of throwing movement, okay? So this is a reverse throw with the medicine ball. And I'll show it right here, and then I'll show it at the wall, right? So it's gonna go from one pocket and then over the opposite shoulder. And as I drive over the opposite shoulder, I wanna push that knee up that I'm throwing over, right? So as I go from the left to the right, I'm sorry, this is the right and I'm throwing to the left. I'm gonna pull up my left knee, right? So that's the motion, is from this right pocket over my left shoulder and pulling up my left knee, right? And if you do it relatively well, it should land close to behind you, but I'm starting from that pocket and then I can pick it up and grab it again and do it again. Right there, okay? That is our over the shoulder diagonal medicine ball throw. Try and make them snappy. Anytime we throw the light ball at the wall, I'm going for maximum noise, maximum snap on that, so it's working that rotational power that we're trying to generate through the trunk. The last one is a kickstand deadlift. So it's just similar to a drinking bird, only my feet do not have to stay flat. My back foot can be up on the toe, and I'm just gonna reach down, touch the ground, squeeze and extend. Reach down, touch the ground, squeeze and extend. And if the reaching all the way down to the ground, if you get to like right here and your back starts to hunch, then just stop right wherever you feel your limit of your hamstring flexibility is. And if you need to use something like a plate in order to stop you before you get to the back bending part of that, then go ahead and do that. Not a heavy weight, just a movement where you should feel the glute engage, you should feel the hamstring engage. That's it for our workout for today. I'll see you guys on Friday.